The movie Platoon, directed by Oliver Stone, a former infantryman in Vietnam, shows how war requires the breakdown of man to become part of the machine. Stone shows this breakdown through the emotional evolution of Private Chris Taylor, as well as the contrast between Sergeant Barnes and Sergeant Elias.
The first thing to look at is the auteur of the film. Stone volunteered for the Army and requested combat duty in Vietnam, as did Private Chris Taylor in the film.
How in the fuck you get here anyway? Hey, you look educated.
I volunteered for it.
You do what?
I volunteered. I dropped out of college and told him I wanted the infantry, combat in Vietnam.
This points to the breakdown of man through war being a truth that Stone faced while he was in the Army.
Sergeant Barnes and Sergeant Elias are leaders of the two factions that form within the platoon. Barnes is a battle-hardened veteran who advocates for basic brutality. He represents the machine that is needed to win a war. Elias is the contrast, a talented soldier and commander who still respects human existence but is overshadowed by the intensity of Barnes. Stone's use of two different sets amplifies this.
Elias's faction is seen in an underground bunker smoking weed and drinking. The use of lighting in this scene is important as the room is extremely illuminated with candles and Christmas lights, showing the morality that exists down there. This is used as an escape from the reality they are in, a reality that people with their beliefs cannot prosper in. The weed and the location of the bunker take the people in it as far away from the war as possible.
Barnes's group, on the other hand, is in the military barracks, one of the closest places to the war on the base camp. The mise-en-scène during this sequence of shots panning over the barracks is important to showing Barnes's worldview. The soldiers in his group are reduced to worshipping three things: country, religion, and sex. This represents the breakdown that Barnes's soldiers went through to become part of the machine.
Throughout the middle part of the film, Taylor is caught in a liminal phase between aligning himself with either Barnes or Elias, two men he both admires for different reasons. This is shown through the scene where Taylor confronts the one-legged Vietnamese villager. At the beginning of the scene, Taylor acts much more like Barnes, letting his morals go and shooting at the Vietnamese villager. But by the end, he acts like Elias and he is unable to kill the villager.
Flashback-type shots are also used to show the liminal phase Taylor is in. When Elias attacks Barnes after Barnes threatens to kill the little girl, the shot sequence is very similar to the shot sequence when Taylor attacks Barnes in the weed bunker.
You
motherfucker! Come on, man. Go. Get him. Oh, fuck. Come on, Chris. Come on.
Barnes tells Taylor to shoot him because he knows Taylor is becoming him. This shows that Taylor has made the transition to becoming like Barnes.
Stone's final method to show Taylor's final transformation to becoming a piece in the war machine is foreshadowing.
He ain't dead. Does that mean anything to you, huh? Bonds ain't meant to die. The only thing that could kill Bonds is Bonds.
talking about killing?
In this scene, Barnes says that the only thing that can kill Barnes is Barnes. The movie then ends with Taylor killing Barnes, implying that Taylor has made the transition to becoming like Barnes.
Do it.
Taylor has exited the liminal phase and became like Barnes, the one he despised, but in turn the one he had to become, to survive in an environment that demands people like Barnes. He realized that to survive a war, you must participate in the machine, because, like Barnes says in the middle of the movie, if the machine breaks down, the platoon breaks down.